Rhodes House is not where I came from. It was a complete culture shock in terms of the level of affluence and so on. The first night when I got there, I was exhausted, had not slept for 3 days or so. I'd been on the run, I was standing trial for violating the state of emergency. Many people around me were being arrested, and even leaving the country and taking up the scholarship was in question. So I went to bed, just collapsed, the curtains were still drawn apart, slept for 14 hours, and I was awakened by a knock on the door. And because when you're on the run, a knock on the door is a kind of shock to your system. I woke up in a state of shock, and this very nice woman comes in and says, "Excuse me, sir, can I bring you some breakfast?" And I looked at her and I looked ahead of me, and it had snowed the night before. And there was all these new things. I'd never seen snow in my life before. I'd never been called sir before, and certainly hadn't been called sir by a white person before. And I had never been offered breakfast in bed before. So all of these things, there was just a sense of unreality about it. But anyway, after I got over the shock, Edwin Cameron, who was on the selection panel and hid me in his house for about 2 weeks while I was on the run, played a very important role in helping me find my feet at Oxford, because he introduced me to a range of people who actually became my closest friends, my biggest support system throughout my 3 years at Oxford.